Well, it may be March 27th, 2020, but it is snowing in the mountains of Colorado. It's warmish, melting as soon as it hits almost, but it's still snowing. Good night for a great bowl of soup. And what we've got here is a delicious 15 bean and ham soup. Yummy. Be sure and follow along and watch this video and learn how to make this great soup. See you later. Be sure and subscribe and like the video. Share with a friend or two. I appreciate it. Hey, we're here today and we're fixing a delightful 15 bean soup. So it's healthy. We've gotten some kale we're going to throw in there on it. And it's just going to be a really good warming soup. Lots of flavor. Be sure and give it a thumbs up. Be sure and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. All that good stuff so you won't miss a video. It helps me out immensely for you to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, share this video with your friends. So here we go. We got our pot heating up. We're going to throw our ham hocks in there. We got some ham hocks here. Let them sizzle on. We got some veggies here. Ready to go. We got half an onion. Let's see, we might need to turn that down just a touch. She's getting kind of hot there. So we got half an onion here. We're going to chop her up. I'm going to cut all these vegetables up kind of coarse chopping. They going to cook for a while, so why not, right? This is a really good soup, really hearty, really good grilled cheese sandwich. We'll toss them in there in the pot there. Now we're going to go ahead and throw these veggies in there. Let them start simmering down, letting that flavor. We're going to let that flavor out. I've got to cut off the ends of these carrots here. We got 3 carrots. And we are going to cut them up, coarse chop them. Just kind of put them kind of like that. Boom. Boom. Not really fine. It doesn't really matter. You can cut them however you want. This is for me. You cut them for you. How about that? Doesn't that sizzle sound so good? Let's see if we got a spoon here we can stir that stuff around with. We got this spatulator. That'll work. So we got that turned around there. Listen to them. Ooh, that ham's looking, I like that ham to get brown like that. Yep. So what we want to do is go ahead, get the rest of this stuff ready right quick. We got some garlic. We're going to put a good bit of garlic in there. We're going to put like that right there. I think we need one more. I like the garlic, y'all know that. I think we need one more. There we go. That should do it. We're going to toss in the sweet pepper. How about that? Can y'all smell that? Can y'all smell that sizzle? So we're going to give this kind of a complex flavor. We'll go ahead and toss all this stuff in here. And then let's see. I got a better spoon. That ain't it. There we go. We'll to stir that stuff around. You don't want the, they call it caramelization now. Paul Prudhomme, he called it blackening. Before that, I just called it burnt. But we don't have nothing burnt. We don't even have anything caramelized, except for maybe a little of that ham. Whoops. There we go. We got some celery here. Boom. So, and now I'm going to throw this jalapeno in there. Now y'all going to think this is hot, because I got a lot of pepper and stuff in here, but it's really not. It's going to build some flavor. It's going to be warm, but not spicy warm. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like just a depth of flavor. That's what I'm all about. I add a lot of spices and stuff, but it's about building flavor. And this right here, what I'm doing while I'm throwing it in here right now is we're releasing. It's a kind of a big piece. We're releasing the flavor, that heat is helping and releasing the flavors. And now we're going to go ahead, we're going to add some spices to this. And there again, that heat, throwing it in there right now. Woo, steamed you up there. How about that? Boom, shakalaka-laka, boom. So first, we got some kosher sea salt right here. So like my little girl there, she's going to throw in a little bit of sea salt. We got some white pepper to build some flavor up in there. Let's back off a little bit. Maybe it won't. So that's white pepper and sea salt. We're going to put just a touch of red pepper, not a lot. We're going to put a little bit of chili powder. There again, we don't want to put a lot of chili powder. We don't really want to make a chili. We just want that heat, that depth of flavor. I said heat. Y'all gonna think I mean spicy, but it's actually a depth of flavor. We're gonna put in some oregano. Just like that. I'm going to put in a little bit of cumin. We're going to put in a little bit of allspice. And some Chinese 5-spice. We're going to put that in. We're going to stir that up. We're going to let those flavors, oh boy. I smell that. That smells so good. Man, I'm telling you. Now this is going to be ready here. It doesn't take maybe 3 or 4 hours. But, the reason is it's everything's better the day after these, especially chilies and beans. So now we're going to add our beans, just like that. We're going to add a little soy sauce, just a little bit, not much. Ooh, those seasonings are releasing some flavor. You can feel them in there. Can you smell that? Isn't that a happy little sound? Yeah, baby, that's hot. That's hot. I like it. So now, you see that? That looks like it's burnt, right? But it's not. It pulls right up. And what's going to happen is we're going to add this vegetable broth. And I'm going to just add a little bit to start off with, just to show you. And you'll see that releases a lot of that. And I didn't pour nothing in, but you see that's releasing that, and that's just flavor. That's pure tea flavor right there. You want all that. So we're going to add some more vegetable broth. Yeehaw! Man, this is good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this to a boil. And once it gets to a boil, oh, you know what? I forgot one thing. I probably forgot a couple things, but I forget this. We're going to want to add some bay leaves. I got 4 that's kind of small bay leaves. If they're big, maybe you just want to do 2 or 3, but mine are small, so I put 4. Let's see, I got some more vegetable broth to go in there. Man, isn't that looking good? I'm going to have to set this down for a second. Y'all see my Santa Clauses? I got one more around here somewhere. He's fishing. He's off fishing somewhere. I don't know why he's not over here. So there we go. Whoops. There we go. We're going to add a whole nother container. You could use a chicken broth. You could use, this is vegetable broth. You use chicken broth. You can use plain water. I recommend a little bit of water. You could add a little bit of white wine to this. The one thing I would not add is these 15 beans that come with this right here. This package right here. Ham flavor. But I'm telling you, I don't think you can see this. But it says right here, where does it say? It says somewhere right here. Anyway, it has, seasoning packet. Soy protein, maltodextrin, salt, artificial flavorings, including artificial smoke flavor, silicon dioxide. So, I don't know. That just doesn't sound really appetizing to me. So, you can add it if you want, but I don't recommend it. Use the spices I just showed you to add that. So then the last thing we're going to do, we're going to take this kale. I know my camera work isn't the best, but you know, you get the idea. The flavor is what you're after, and if you do this like I'm showing you, you're going to have plenty of flavor. So what we're going to do is we're going to just pull that off the stem. Just like that. So, and you got to remember, whether it's kale or cabbage, any of these leafy greens, they're going to cook down. So we'll probably end up doing the whole thing here. You know. Top to my garlic. But man, I'm going to tell you, in 3 or 4 hours, this is going to be really good. And tomorrow, when I told people it's actually going to be ready, it is going to be great. So let's see what we got. So, yeah, I'm going to pull the rest of this off, and then we'll be right back. So, there we go. We picked all those off. And there's everything in the pot now. We're going to just let this simmer. We're going to go off. We're going to go for a walk. We're going to come back. We'll check on this in an hour. You know. See if it needs to add some more liquid to it. We're going to let it come to a boil. Really important. We're going to let it come to a boil. And then we're going to just turn it down to a really low simmer. And I mean, you could do this in a crock pot. I'm trying to do a little bit more for some people. So you probably have to add a little bit more liquid to this. I would say, yeah, that we're going to have to add a little bit more liquid here in a little bit. But I would let it sit like that, let it bring to a boil and let it simmer for about an hour and check on it. And then we'll come back here in a little bit. Oops, there's a stem. There's one that didn't get pulled off. How about that? I have to do that one over again. Anyway, you get the idea. So we'll be back in an hour or two. We'll come back in 2 hours and check it. Yummy. That is smelling good. So it's been simmering now for about 3 hours. Let's see here. Oh, I've got to get my spoon. Of course. Can you smell that? Look at that ham there. I can tell you, I've tasted that ham. Let's see. The ham is good. Let's see if we get one of these hard beans. See what it's done. No, not quite. So it's been 3 hours. And I'm really going to cook it. I like to cook it. I'm going to cook it on low. And I'm going to cook it till all that meat there. There we go. Come involved. All that meat. And I love all that little stuff in the middle there. That, you know, what you call that? In the middle of the bone. I love all that stuff. So I'm going to cook it on down. I'm going to cook it till the meat comes off the bone. But, oh man, that's got such a great flavor to it. Really does. All them spices come through just a little bit. That's some good stuff. Now what I've done is now, when I first made it, so this one was full and one was about a quarter full. So since then I've added 2 more containers of liquid. So in all, that's 3/4, a little bit more than 3/4. Well, you might as well say just a whole gallon of water or liquid, whether it's the vegetable broth or chicken broth, whatever. It's about a gallon of liquid in there, maybe just a tad less. But you know, I'm gonna let this cook on down, and so you know, maybe I need to add a little bit more liquid. Your situation may be different. So, try it, cook it, and like I say, the longer it cooks, the better it's going to get.